Making Love in the Kitchen. So today we're going to talk about something that I consider a lost art, and it's baking. Some may even consider it a sophisticated art. However, we're going to get in the kitchen and we're going to whip up something that's going to make them think that grandmama was up in here. I got this recipe from my Aunt Linda, and we're going to make a butter. Oh, no, it's not a butter, but look, it is butter. But I gotta take y'all back. It's a homemade, old-fashioned butter pound cake. And so we're gonna put our twist on it, because you know we always do. We're gonna use a Hennessy bacon brown sugar glaze, and we're gonna make them wheat, baby, with it, okay? So grab your hats, put on your brooch, and we're gonna go make it do what it do. Alright, so what we're gonna do is start this recipe off with room temperature butter. You gotta make sure it's nice and soft before you put it in the mixer, and we're gonna get it in here and mix it until it's smooth. We're gonna pour it all in and start it up. And it's mixing. When the butter is nice and smooth, you wanna add in your sugar. It's gonna be a lot of sugar. It's a cake. Come on, don't act like that. So you pour all your sugar and then mix. And it's mixing. All right, so now we're mixing in our sugar and our butter, and we want to get it to a nice consistency, almost like sand. And so it's going to mix in and become very fluffy. Depending on your mixer, you can actually crank up the speed. Favorite part of the video. I enjoy really good ingredients, and so in this pound cake, I'm gonna make sure we use real vanilla bean, not vanilla imitation, because I want to really taste it. And so you buy the beans, you split them open, you scrape them out, and throw it inside the mix. So we split the vanilla bean open, and we're just gonna get all of those beans out. You wouldn't believe that those things are so tiny. They're actually little bitty seeds, and it's infused with vanilla flavoring. This is our butter and sugar mix, and then we added in those vanilla beans. If you can see all those little black specks, that is flavor, flavor, flavor. That's your vanilla, and you're looking for that in any cake that you eat that actually has vanilla in it. So it's infused throughout the cake. This is what you're looking for, ladies and gentlemen, if you're making this cake. See how fluffy that is? We're about to make a pound cake. Okay, so now it's time to add in the last wet ingredient of this recipe, and it's the eggs. We got 10 total eggs. Don't faint on me now, okay? We're gonna add these in, whip it up really good, and make sure that it binds well, and then we'll add our dry ingredients. So now it's time to add the dry ingredient, and that's flour. It's all-purpose flour, and what I'm doing here is called cutting through. It's kind of a sifting process, but not using a sifter. And so we just take a butter knife and we cut through the flour, make it nice and airy so that we don't have too many lumps in there or use more flour than we need. Okay, so I've already sifted the flour, did my cutting process, and now we're gonna measure 4 cups for this recipe. I don't just scoop it in, because you don't want this cake to just fall and be dense. It's already a lot of butter, a lot of sugar. And so we just gradually just scoop in and then just lightly dust it into your measuring cup. If you scoop it like sugar, I promise you this cake will be heavier than a brick. And so we're just gonna take it and take it off the top there. Light, light, light. 1 cup. All right, so flour is sifted, measured, 4 cups. We're gonna add it in gradually. Remember, y'all, this is a pound cake, a lot of batter. You hear me? So take your time. We'll add about 2, maybe a cup at a time, to give it time just to mix in and everything doesn't just sink to the bottom. And then you just watch it. You come in a little bit. You can watch it, and you'll know when to add a little bit more. And once it starts sticking to the side, just stop your mixer for a second, scrape the sides down, and then finish it up. Okay, baby, this is pound cake batter. You gotta look at it. It's thick, it's fluffy, it's sweet, and it has vanilla beans all through it. We've already preheated our oven to 350 degrees. We've already sprayed our pans down, and we're getting ready to make some pound cake, okay? So here we go. We're gonna pour it in. Don't be stingy with it. Pour it in, and I think half of this batter should go in each bowl, in each container. I like to make sure that I tap it just a little bit. Now remember, I told you it's gonna fluff up, okay? So give it a little bit of room, leave a little bit of edge, almost about 2 inches around the top, and then you can pop it in the oven. So give me a second, I'll get those ready and I'll show you. All right, so we got our pound cake in its pan. Each one, I did 2 loaf pans here. Make sure we tap real good, got it all in there. But let me tell you about the fun part of this recipe. I know y'all got y'all issues about raw eggs and all this good stuff. But here's the thing. When I was young, my mama let us lick this bowl clean. After she had scraped all the goodness and put it in there, this right here is the best part of the cake. It's like pre-made pound cake. So why not? My son already called dibs on this, so I ain't gonna lick it. But it tastes just like the pound cake will taste, okay? We'll show you in a moment. Okay, so I got Jake in the kitchen with me this time, y'all, and he's helping me make our glaze for our pound cake. And so we got a Hennessy brown sugar bacon glaze, and we've already put in our butter,
brown
bacon,
sugar, and Hennessy.
All right, all that in here, and we got it caramelizing down, and we're gonna cook off the alcohol, and then once that's done, we're gonna show you how to drizzle it on top of that pound cake.
Oh, yeah.
Pound cake. All right, here we go. We got our drizzle ready, and we're just gonna do a little bit over the top because we don't want to like make the cake too wet and too moist, and so we're gonna put a little bit on top, a little bit of bacon around it, and this is how you serve it. And that's